Good morning, everyone. My name is Dhruv, and I overuse the word tomorrow. Whenever someone asks me a question about when I'm going to do something, I say tomorrow. Uh, my topic today, my project, was writing a speech with a purpose, and I couldn't figure out what purpose to write about. So I said the exact same phrase. I'll figure it out tomorrow. I used it a few too many times, and I found myself 24 hours ago without a purpose. So I find myself in this situation very often, whether it's a submission for an assignment or writing a speech or anything else. And all of my submissions happen last minute to a point where my teachers 100% believe that I have internet issues and my submissions go 15 to 20 minutes late. There are many others like me, mostly people in engineering. And the biggest question is how to stop procrastinating. People ask me if I do work better in the mornings, in the afternoons, or in the evenings. And I really thought about it. And turns out I do my best work 2 hours before the deadline. So it's good advice to work at the time, do the hardest work that you have at your peak times. But it doesn't work when you have a deadline in place. Here are a few things that have actually helped me to tackle procrastination. One, the first point is acceptance. You need to accept the fact that you're procrastinating and that you're not in denial. You might want to achieve a lot of things, but you need to understand the fact that you cannot do everything at one time. And the pressure of that might have led you to procrastination. The next point is forgiveness. You need to forgive yourself every time you're procrastinated. It is important to think about the future and not dwell on the past. You should keep minimum tasks so that you're not overwhelmed by all the work that's around you. And you should also ask a friend or family member to constantly check up on you or nag you as such to get the work done. It is important to keep a check on your tasks so that you don't get derailed from your entire schedule and to get back to work as soon as possible whenever you see yourself procrastinating. The next point is discipline. It's one of the most important points to deal with procrastination. It is important to organize your tasks in a to-do list, and it is used to prevent you from forgetting about the unpleasant or overwhelming tasks. You need to follow a law of importance when making a to-do list so that the task that has the greatest importance to you, which has the most amount of work put into, is done first. This will enable you to quickly identify the activities that you should focus on, as well as the ones that you can ignore or procrastinate. Be a master of scheduling and project planning. If you have a big project or multiple projects on the go and you don't know where to start, you should always start with something. Because the biggest problem with procrastination, the hardest thing to do is to start. It is vital that you put yourself on some time-bound goals. This will help you complete tasks and keep you on track to achieve your goals, and will leave you with no time to procrastinate. The last point is honesty. Always remember to be honest with yourself. Make sure that you use your time judiciously, and this will help you come out of the cycle, or the never-ending cycle of procrastination. So the next time you find yourself procrastinating, accept that you're doing so. Forgive yourself and start planning for the time. Start planning your time so you never have to say tomorrow again. Thank you.
So first of all, I will be presenting my evaluation in 2 points, 2 parts. First, I will highlight the area he did well. Second, I will mention the points he can ruminate over. For the first part, his project objective was to deliver a speech with a defined purpose. He definitely fulfilled this criteria. He talked about what is procrastination and how to deal with it. He had a well-defined body where he gave examples of his own and closing with ways to tackle procrastination, which most of the audience can relate to. He also used humor in his speech, which is good to keep audience easy and light. He appeared fully at ease with the audience. Now, coming to the part where he can improve. Before that, I want to share a line that I have read in a book. we should not focus on results. Rather, we should take care of the process. Coming back to Dhrup's speech, I felt a weak opening from him. He could have added any quote or any stats on procrastination, such as how many people feel themselves trapped with procrastination. He had phone in his hand throughout his speech. Due to this, what happened is that he wasn't able to use his hands as well as eye gesture towards his audience, and it also made him to took unnecessary pauses. The last point is about the time limit. You could have elaborated more on your experience with procrastinating. You use examples from your life. From that, if you had made one of these examples as a backbone of your speech, you could have easily crossed the given time limit. So these small improvements will accumulate into remarkable results. Back to you, evaluator Sokat.